If you experience frequent urge to urinate, cloudy and smelly urine, and pain or discomfort while urinating, you might simply have urinary tract infection. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll talk about urinary tract infection. So urinary tract infection is caused by bacteria which affects the urinary system, and there are some organs in the urinary system that can be affected, which can lead to urinary tract infection. These organs are the kidney, the urethra, the ureter, and the bladder. I'll be showing you the picture of these organs and the work they do. The work of the urinary tract is to make urine, produce it, and send it out of the body, and all these organs I'm about to list is responsible for all this action. First one is the kidney. Kidney are small bean-shaped organs on the back of your body above your hips. They filter waste products from your blood, which include urea and creatinine. The second one is the ureters, and they are tiny tubes that carry pee from your kidney to your bladder. The bladder is like a balloon-like organ that stores pee before it leaves your body, while the urethra is the last one and is a tube that carries pee from the bladder outside the body. Because the production of urine is step by step, there are different organs responsible for this production, and they have been mentioned earlier. So urinary tract infection can occur when bacteria get into your body and affect any of these organs I've listed, and they can be affected in so many ways, which can cause different infections. Now let's move to the causes. Infection of the bladder. Infection of the bladder can be caused by a bacteria known as E. coli. It can also be developed during sex, and you don't even have to be sexually active before you have this kind of infection. It's also common in women because in women anatomy, the vagina is close to the bladder. So when bacteria from the vagina moves to the bladder, it can result to infection of the bladder. The second one is the infection of the urethra. It can also be caused when bacteria travels from the anus to the urethra, and it can be caused by sexually transmitted infections such as gonorrhea, syphilis, and herpes. I have a video talking about syphilis. If you are yet to watch the video, I'm going to leave the link right here, so make sure you watch it when you are done with this video. It's also high in women because of the anatomical population. So the remaining two can be caused as a result of bacteria traveling from the bladder and the urethra to the kidney and also to the ureters. That's all about that. So I'll be talking about other causes of urinary tract infection. The first one is the female anatomy. I explained the other time that the closeness of the bladder to the ureter and the closeness of the vagina to the bladder can cause urinary tract infection. Bacteria from the vagina can move to the bladder and can cause bladder infection. The second one is when you do not practice safe sex, when you have multiple sex partners and you have unprotected sex with them. It can increase the risk of urinary tract infection. Catheter use. Catheter is a device that is used to help people who are unable to urinate themselves in the hospital, and the way this thing can cause infection is through the insertion. When it is inserted, during the process of insertion, bacteria can find its way into the urinary tract, and this can cause urinary tract infection. Also, the blockage of the UT, which is the urinary tract. Kidney stone or enlarged prostate can cause the urine to get trapped into the urinary tract, and when the urine lives a long period of time in the urinary tract, bacteria from the urine travels back to the kidney, the urethra, and some organs and cause urinary tract infection. I mentioned this in one of my videos. I'm going to leave the link right here. I can't really remember the topic, but I remember I talk about when you have the urge to pee. Make sure you do that on time to avoid urinary tract infection, because when you hold onto your pee and the bacteria that is in the urine travels back into the urinary tract, they can cause urinary tract infection. Also, poor hygiene. When you do not wash your undies well, and when you do not clean your environment, it can cause urinary tract infection, because bacteria present, they can find their way of getting into your urinary tract and cause urinary tract infection. Not washing of sex toy before and after use. When you do not wash it before use, the bacteria in the environment might have settled on it and might find their way of getting into your body while you use it. And when you do not wash it after, remember there are some fluids, there are some liquids that are going to come out of your body and they are going to stain the sex toy of a thing. And when you do not wash it during this process, the bacteria will build up and cause infection when you still use it. And when you share sex toys, bacteria can be transferred from person A to person B. Sharing of sex toy is not even ideal, okay? And suppressed immune system. Those that take antibiotics without prescription, those that take antibiotics as contraceptives, and those that take antibiotics whenever they have any kind of infection without consulting the doctor. When the immune system is suppressed, that is when you kill the useful bacteria in your body, they can cause urinary tract infection, because the bacteria that's supposed to fight against foreign bodies from getting into your vagina or into your penis, you've killed them already. So suppressed immune system can cause urinary tract infection. The last one is menopause. During menopausal stage, there is decrease in the circulation of estrogen, which can change the nature of the urinary tract and can cause urinary tract infection. This can cause vaginal dryness, and when the vagina is often dry, it can lead to urinary tract infection. Signs and symptoms you have when you have urinary tract infection. First one is frequent urge to pee, like you'll be visiting the toilet every time, urinating. Do you understand? So that's the way I can explain this. The second one is sudden urge to pee. When you want to defecate or when you want to pee, right, you have to be having the feeling bit by bit. But when you have urinary tract infection, the feeling just comes suddenly. You just have the sudden urge to urinate. And also cloudy, strong smell of urine that can contain blood. Blood in urine is called hematuria. So when you notice this, it can be as a result of urinary tract infection. Feeling unwell and tired, pain in the penis for men, and pain and discomfort while urinating for men and for women. Then the last one is sensation that the bladder is not full. So when you notice when you go to the toilet, when you urinate, you still have this urge, like you still want to urinate, like there's still something in your body, but it will not come out at that particular point in time. Do you understand? So those are the signs and symptoms you feel when you have urinary tract infection. Prevention. The first one is drink plenty of fluid, especially water. When you drink plenty of water, this will increase the frequency of you visiting the toilet, but it's good because when you drink enough water, water mixes with the urine in your body, which kind of makes the bacteria less effective. And while you urinate frequently, the bacteria will be flushed out of your body. The second one is wipe from front to back, not from back to front. I said this in my video for women. If you urinate or you poop, you want to clean, you have to clean from front to the back so that you will not bring the bacteria at the back to the front. And also make sure you wipe the seat of your toilet and you flush before using it, so the bacteria inside the toilet will not travel up to your vagina or your penis and travel up to the urinary tract if it is dirty. Another way you can prevent this is empty your bladder when you have the urge to. Don't wait till the bacteria settles and find their way back into your urinary tract or find their way back to your kidney before you go to the toilet. When you have the urge to urinate on time. Avoid feminine wash, all this vaginal wash. See, I've said this times without number, but I know that people that hear will hear, people that will not hear, you will not hear. But avoid vaginal wash. Water is okay. These vaginal washes, they are said to be scent-free and chemical-free, but remember, preservatives are made of chemicals, right? So you have to avoid this, because when these chemicals kill the normal flora, that is the normal bacteria that is essential for the normal physiological functioning of the body, you can be exposed to bacteria, which is what I mentioned earlier, that suppress immune system. When you kill the normal bacteria that is supposed to fight against foreign body from getting into your body. It can cause urinary tract infection. So the best way to prevent this is to stop vaginal wash. Do you understand? Also practice safe sex. If you cannot stop having sex with multiple partners, make sure you practice safe sex. Use condoms and any barrier method. Wash sex toy before and after use. Also wash your undies after using once. Like, don't try to use it twice. This is for men and for women, because the focus is only on women. Guys, wash your boxers after using once, because there are many bacteria that can be transferred to this boxer, and when you wear it back they will find a way of getting into your body, which can cause urinary tract infection and even some reproductive infection that is not even urinary tract alone. Wash your hand before washing your vagina. I already said this. If you should pee, don't just wash your vagina without washing your hands, because your hands, if you've touched many things, and washing your hands means you are transferring the bacteria from your hands to your vagina. Okay, yes, cutting loose shorts. The first video I made about vagina, I talked about this, and I've been talking about it in my videos frequently, that synthetic clothing can make sweat to get trapped down into your body, and when the place become moist, there will be growth of bacteria which can find its way of getting into your vagina or your penis. So for men and for women, I'll suggest you do away with any synthetic undies. It is very okay to wear a loose cotton underwear when you are at home or when you are going out. Do not take antibiotics when it is not prescribed to you. When you have any kind of infection, see your consultant. Like, consult a doctor or a medical professional that can tell you the right drugs to take. Don't just take antibiotics. When you abuse antibiotics, you will be exposed to different kind of bacteria. The bacteria you are trying to prevent, you will now be exposed to more of it, which can cause suppressed immune system that I mentioned earlier. So if antibiotics is not prescribed to you, please don't take antibiotics. Change your pad as soon as you can for women, and for men, change your boxers. I already mentioned boxers on the other time. So for women, change your pads, because when you use pad for a long period of time, there will be build up of bacteria, and when this bacteria gets into your body, they will cause urinary tract infection or even another infection that can affect your reproductive organs. Empty your bladder immediately after sexual intercourse. Don't just lay down there. Once you have sexual intercourse, stand up and empty your bladder, because it will help you to flush out bacteria that can be transferred from your partner to your body. And the last one is avoid sugary foods. It is no longer a news. I've said it in my videos that sugary foods can cause yeast infection and another kind of infection that can affect your urinary tract. Now the treatment. Probiotics in case of antibiotics abuse. Now antibiotics is against bacteria, while probiotics is for bacteria. When you abuse antibiotics and there is immune suppressant, you use something called the probiotics that will produce the microorganisms you need for the normal physiological functioning of the vagina or of the penis or of the urinary tract. Okay, and antibiotics in case of bacterial infection. Now when you have the normal bacterial infection, you have to use antibiotics that is prescribed by medical professional. The main cause of urinary tract infection is bacteria, and those are the treatment for it. Now there are some complications urinary tract infection can cause. The first one is can lead to kidney damage. The kidney is part of the urinary tract organ, so it can lead to kidney damage. It can lead to giving birth to premature baby, and it can also lead to frequent occurrence, like you'll be having urinary tract infection time to time, and you will not know the main causes. If the issue is complicated, it will not be occurring without number. That's all about my video. I hope it was helpful. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you've not subscribed, share with family and friends, and let me know the next video you want to see. Thank you, 500 subscribers. It means a lot to me. Get in touch with all my previous videos. Follow me on all my social media accounts. The links are in the description box, and see you in my next one. Bye.